I could give you 100 reasons why you should move to Fort Collins, Colorado. And in fact, there are many articles and magazines of why this is a top place to live and why so many families and individuals are moving to Northern Colorado and Fort Collins on an annual and daily basis. But that is not today's video. Today's video, we're going to talk to you about 3 reasons why you should not move to Fort Collins, Colorado. What's up, everybody? My name is Patrick Soukup with Soukup Real Estate Services in Fort Collins, Colorado, and this is the Living in Fort Collins YouTube channel. This talks to you about everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, playing, working, and maybe why you should not move to Fort Collins. Now, as much as we like making these YouTube videos, we are licensed real estate agents in the state of Colorado. So if you're considering buying, selling, or investing here in Northern Colorado, give us a call, text, or email, and we've got your back. Without any further delay, let's jump into today's video, 3 reasons why you should not move to Fort Collins, Colorado in 2023 and beyond. Let's go. I started by asking myself a couple questions. Why should someone not move to Fort Collins, Colorado? And also, why someone should not move to Fort Collins, Colorado? And really, those 2 questions got me going down a rabbit hole and thought about a lot of different reasons. And of course, this video could go on just probably as long of reasons why maybe somebody shouldn't move to Fort Collins, Colorado. But we're going to talk to you about the top 3 reasons why those 2 answers kind of came to me, and hopefully they help you understand this area a little bit more. The first one is if somebody is looking to move to Denver, Colorado, or a big metro, but have a more affordable option or family-oriented neighborhood to live in, and then commute for work down to Denver, I would suggest that they just move closer to Denver, Erie, or on the north side of Denver. But with all of the road construction and traffic and the amount of population growth that Fort Collins and Colorado has seen in general, I don't think Denver is close enough for somebody to justify the cost of, gas, time, headache, annoyances, and things of that nature with the savings that they might have on the house or additional value, because Fort Collins and Denver actually have very similar price points as far as median sales price, but the price per square foot is pretty dramatically different. And while yes, you might get more value in the size of your house, the lot size, and also I think the school system is quite a bit better than Metro Denver necessarily. I think with a lot of different clients that we've seen that either need a bigger metro or find themselves driving down to Denver, whether that be for church, friends, or just are younger and need to be out and about a little bit more, Denver is definitely the option that they should consider, or at least more of like a 15 to 20 minute radius. I think Fort Collins is far enough away, and with the growth, construction, I-25 traffic, for me, I would take into consideration a little bit closer of a community than Fort Collins is. So if you're considering Fort Collins just purely for an affordability or value standpoint, but you're always going to be driving to Denver or the Denver Tech Center, I would just, see if there are closer options. Number 2 kind of parlays off of number 1 in the sense of the cost of housing. Don't move to Fort Collins, Colorado if you're either going to be waiting for a dip in the market or for some buying opportunity. Myself, I bought an investment property in 2022 that really has 0 cash flow opportunities for me. Now, it doesn't have negative cash flow, but it's only because I put a significant amount of down payment down on this investment. But the reason why I invested that property is because I believe that Northern Colorado and just the desirability of the area, how it's ran, the population growth of Fort Collins and Colorado, that the values of Fort Collins and Northern Colorado will hold very well in comparison to other markets. So if somebody was considering Fort Collins as, hey, we're gonna move there, rent for a year or 2 years and wait for this dip in the market, I think they're better served in other markets, Topeka, Kansas, Charlotte, North Carolina, Phoenix, Arizona, where maybe there's a higher investor pool or the market is more speculative in years past. But in Northern Colorado, the majority of people are moving here and buying here are homeowners and people who are really want to engage in the community and see themselves living here for many, many years. And it's not a speculative buy that, hey, it's a cheap place to live, let's go buy here, but man, there's nothing to do, we really don't like it, we're gonna move away. In general, I can see the population continue to grow about 1.5% to 2%, which with the ability of builders to build homes as fast as they are, which is not very fast, we're gonna have a continued shortage of houses with an increased population. And I just don't see this big dip of buying opportunity. So if you're looking for a deal or waiting for that to happen, I was just talking with somebody yesterday that, actually it was my assistant, that it is never a great time, never a good thing to try to time the real estate market. The market is extremely smart, 1,000 times smarter than I am. And I find myself always looking back and wishing I had bought more or bought at different times, but always happy with when I did buy. So that being said, if your plan is a 3 to 5 year hold, the last thing I would do is try to time the market and be smarter than the market. If you're looking for this opportunity to buy an affordable house that the market might dip, I would consider Fort Collins not on that list of opportunities. So if you're looking for a deal and you're trying to time the market, Fort Collins, from my perspective, and Northern Colorado, Severance, Wellington, Windsor, Timnath, Johnstown, Loveland, are all going to be communities that continue to do quite well in the aggregate. There might be opportunities here and there, little pockets of opportunities, but generally speaking, I think Northern Colorado, with the desirability of living here, will continue to do well. And the last reason, number 3, and this is what I'm most excited about, and because I think in general, the people abide by this very well when they move to Northern Colorado. Why someone should not move to Fort Collins, this is a more of a selfish reason of, if you are not going to come here and contribute to the character, the culture, the friendliness, the growth of the community, stay away. It's not, I would say that Fort Collins is somewhere that is very open and welcoming to people of all different backgrounds, races, religions, and we are excited to welcome those individuals. What I don't think that Fort Collins is excited about is people who are coming here with maybe a negative attitude or not necessarily open to being friendly and waving to others, picking up trash, taking care of the streets, curbs, their areas, their homes, and essentially being a leech to what has made Fort Collins so great. So it's more of a mentality of coming to add to Fort Collins rather than take from Fort Collins. If you have a mindset of give, Fort Collins will give you it all back in spades. But if you have a mindset of take, this community will continue, or because right now we're actually on a great trajectory of great people moving here, and hopefully we continue that. But if it has individuals that move here that all they want to do is take from what is here and not give back, I think that's a dangerous thing, and I think that's ultimately what locals are concerned about. I don't think that locals here are concerned about people bringing different cultures, different food options that, is a consideration for me as why not to move here is the lack of food options. I don't think it's from people with different mindsets or ideas, because generally speaking, the people that we talk to and work with here, moving here to Northern Colorado, all have a really positive mentality, want to give back to what is Northern Colorado and really be a part of this community that has been so amazing in the past and hopefully moving forward. So the third reason is, why should someone not move to Fort Collins? It's a negative mental attitude that they're looking to kind of steal from the fountain of youth, so to speak, but not give anything back. Come here, you are welcome here if you are wanting to bring a positive attitude and add to what we are already doing a great job of, which is an amazing community, culture, and excited for that to move forward. So there you have it, everybody. The 3 reasons why somebody should not move to Fort Collins, Colorado. I don't know necessarily if this kind of caught you off guard as far as kind of the ideas behind it, but I think they all hold true in their own element. And if you have any questions, definitely feel free to reach down, comment below. If not, have a watch of one of these videos, and I think they will continue to help detail what Fort Collins is, at least from my perspective. All right, everybody, until next time, take care.